Hi YouTubers, here you can see I've picked up a 400-day German anniversary clock for £5 at the local flea market the other day, also known as anniversary clock. Now when I got it, the one of the balls on the pendulum was missing. Well, the lead weight and the top half and the screw that holds them together that was missing, so it only had 3 balls, and the bottom half of the suspension hook was missing. So I thought, well, for £5 it's worth having a go at this. So I set to and I made a temporary block at the bottom of the suspension wire that was still there. It obviously is now shorter than what it should be, so I set it going yesterday after I'd done that little job, and it's been going all night. So obviously there isn't a right lot wrong with the movement itself. It's in a very poor, dirty condition, and when I took this off yesterday to fix the temporary, it was absolutely covered in oil. Now this, as I said, was made in Germany around about the 1950s. The majority of them, especially the older ones with the disc weights, are usually solid brass. This is brass plated, that's steel. Also, the face dial is steel, right? So it would have been considerably less than the older type, of course, cutting down on the materials. Now, as I say, it has run for about 12 hours or so, non-stop, and I think it's worth, even if it means detaching the other 2 original balls, because I have 4 of these solid brass balls, and I can't see no reason why, if I put those 4 on there, it shouldn't continue to work with the new suspension spring. I don't think the weight of the pendulum itself is all that critical. I mean, these little lead weights, they're quite heavy. These are not as heavy, but it's, you know, there's not that much difference. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now the escapement, as I say, it does look as if it's working perfectly okay. You're getting your recoil on each pallet, and it's swinging. The pendulum is swinging about a 3/4 turn, which is usual for this type of a clock. It's got 4 leveling feet on at the bottom, but where this one differs from the most ones that I've seen is there is a little locking device at the back here which raises the centerpiece to lock the pendulum all into place. So it's they usually have a little bit of a lever. They usually have a little bit of a lever at the back end here, where you just slide it in and it locks it. But this is a different sort of a method. And that's the riser, and that just does the same job in effect, really. So I think I'm going to have a go at this, and the next time you see it, it will look completely different. Now, of course, with it being a cheaper version, the actual dome that goes over the top is not glass, unfortunately. It is plastic, but it is very reasonably clear, good condition. So once it's done, I think it should look quite decent. So that's another project that I've got coming up shortly. I've just shoved a temporary taper thing in there. I've just jerry-rigged it up, you know, just to see if it will actually work. And hey presto, nothing wrong. All it needs is some fine adjustments, general cleaning, taking apart, cleaning and oiling, taking the spring out, having a look, see what sort of condition that's in, and I should have a good clock for £5. I was looking on the eBay after I got it, and there's a guy over in the USA, he's wanting $126 for one of these, exactly the same, square dial, identical to that. Now there's no maker's name on this, it says made in Germany at the bottom on the dial, but there might be something once I've taken, because usually you can date these very precisely, because normally on the back somewhere, probably on the inside, it might even be there, the date is sometimes stamped, but all it says on here is no jewels, unadjusted, made in Germany. So there you have it. I used to have one of these years ago with a flat disc at the bottom, and I could never get it right, and I fiddled around with that clock till I was sick of looking at it. But it was a beauty, even though it didn't work correctly. And yet this one here, £5, and it's away. Just shows you, don't it, what you can pick up at the local flea market. Anyway, that's it. The next time you'll see it, hopefully, it'll be back in its pristine condition. So I'll say bye for now.